just talking about religion because I've not been religious.
Me either. No.
I don't like the control.
No.
I don't like the fear. If you don't do this, you will burn in hell. You know, because
we do enough of that to ourselves anyway without that, you know.
No one wants to be burnt.
No.
That is the worst thing you can put on to somebody. Like, if you're going to inflict any pain, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
You get a tiny little burn on yourself, you're walking around with your hand in a jar for like 12 hours.
Yeah, I guess that's the worst thing. But yeah, we were just discussing before that, like, when I first started the theatre healing, they were talking of the creator of all that is, exactly like the Kabbalah. So for me at first though, I couldn't get my head around this God thing because I've never been religious either, and I haven't been forced to, except at school where you had to go and do scripture.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like pulling teeth. I couldn't stand it. It was boring. I didn't understand what they were on about with that burning hell crap and, you know, all those sorts of things.
Yeah.
And I just thought, this just doesn't sound right. So when I'm being now faced with stories of the creator, source, God, you really have to get your head around it and go, okay, it's not evil. It's not. We've been just fed a story through religious institutions, I guess, that that's what it is, but it's not. And that's a great thing. That was a real gift to know that as well, to know that, you know, that actually the creator's there to help you.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not going to be someone who's like, I can't be a God squad, I just can't. Sorry to people out there, I'm just like, if you're into it, you're into it. I'm just not into that.
But it seems a bit ironic that we're here with this, you know, YouTube about Kabbalah.
Yeah, yeah.
But we are not religious.
No.
Okay, we're not.
No. But I do.
But I guess
like,
we've been spiritual.
Yes, and I do like that part of this Kabbalah. It's just amazing. It's like, it's a great way of thinking, of being, and of doing. Really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like we were saying before about the gifts that you've got from doing this, and I was saying, you know, about bringing up things that you don't want to look at about yourself, you know, about your stuff where you want to just try and fix everybody else, but not looking at myself, you know. And this last year, or the last couple of months more so than anything, since the Kabbalah course we did, that's when I just had this massive aha and just went, oh God, it's me. It's always been me. Yeah, and that's a hard one to sort of grasp onto. Because
I know where you'll come from.
Because we're all deflecting, like, they did that to me, you know, how dare they? Yeah. You know, not that I attracted it to myself.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
They treated me that way.
Yeah.
I know I was really angry at my father for moving me school 6 times.
Yeah, but then you became personable.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know?
I'll talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone. You sit still long enough, I'll have a chat with you.
That's the thing. And the thing is, though,
I'm having a chat with you and you're not even there. You're listening and I'm loving this because I'm talking to you.
And like my family was very accepting of anyone. You could be any colour, any creed, any religion, any...
Oh no, there was a fair bit of...
No, you could be... No, you could be
yeah.
absolutely anyone. And that's why I'm so accepting of people, is because I see the person. I don't actually see, you know...
That's beautiful.
The outside of them, if you know what I mean. If you're an arsehole to me, though, don't even think you're coming near me. You know, like, it's the energy.
Yeah.
You know? Whereas you've had different. You've brought, you know?
Yeah, completely different.
Which can be cleared off, which is good. And, you know, you're moving past that.
But now I can see the blessings in my life.
Yeah.
I can see why I went through some of the stuff I went through. It kind of has made it make sense.
Yeah. I used to laugh a lot. And I that's probably one of my favourite things in the world.
Me too.
Like, if you said to me, you know, I'll take you out to a fancy little restaurant for the afternoon, or you can laugh for 3 hours, man, I'm going for the laughing, you know? Like, I would much rather do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, there's not many people you can Like you should say, you should have people around that you know crack you up the whole time.
Yeah, they don't know.
Maybe it's the older we get, the less people are laughing.
I think that's right. And with the last couple of years too, like it's the level of energy.
COVID and everything.
Yeah.
No one had much to laugh about. You know, how you go, homeschooling the kids.
Yeah.
I'm drinking 2 bottles of wine a night. So how's that going?
Yeah, put on like 15 kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned how to bake cookies.
Yeah.
Straight on the butt.
Yeah, I've just become engrossed in, scrolling Instagram, stuff like that. Not going
And I'm
out
a
to
bit the
exercise.
opposite. I'm like, because my daughter's watching YouTube.
You have to watch what she's watching, yeah.
Yeah, but you kind of can't sit there and watch it all.
Mm.
And then you look over, and then I'm like, no, we're creating YouTube channels. Like, I've gotten to the other side where I'm like, no, I can't just sit there and look at it. I have to be the creator.
Yeah.
I know that's
Creative
just me.
always.
That's not just me. I just want to. That's off point. We've gone off point again.
No, but you were saying before that you've had stuff come in for you since.
Yeah. And there's been a few lessons. I should get the other phone. I had a podcast. I'll get that, but I'll talk about the glasses. Okay.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll go and get your phone.
Okay.
Right.
Glasses. Kylie Minogue. Love Kyle's. Had a little bit of sparkle on the top. See? A little sparkle. Anyway, so these were Specsavers, Anyway, so I've gone back into Specsavers in my local town. And they've just looked at me like I had 4 heads and said, you sat on them?
Did you?
Probably. It's me. They would have fallen off my head 1,000 times. And it was like, we can't do nothing with this, right? And next thing you know, I go home.
You have to upsell.
You have to buy a new pair. Yeah. And, I'm really not there because I'd spent a lot of money on the glass, the bifocals and the good glass.
Yeah.
And the,
I got the
they
same,
get you for all the glass. The
Yeah.
frame wasn't that expensive part.
Yeah.
And I got shitty. And this was a couple of days before Kabbalah, and I might have walked out of the shop screaming at them, not screaming, but saying, I will leave you an honest review. Honest! Honest! Huffed out. And then I come home, talk to my mum, and then you go, maybe they got another pair of these somewhere and we could pop out the glass and put them in somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I was too embarrassed
To go back.
Mm. Yeah.
Well, that was a gift in itself because you had to really pull yourself in.
And after Kabbalah, I've gone, there's another time you did it right.
Mm.
You went to the dark side, So I was in Sydney with Mum 2 days ago, and I've gone into the Specsavers at Winston Hills. Well, sure enough, I've asked, and they said it's an old style. I said, I haven't even had it 12 months. It was 12 months ago, and so I guess they must have been sitting on the shelf for a while.
Yeah.
The man takes and walks away, and next he goes, I can put this other arm on it. It's gold, and that one's silver.
Trendsetter, mate.
He goes, but I'll put this on for you. And I'm like, oh, that'd be great, thanks. How much do I owe you? Nothing.
It's a gift.
And to have these glasses back with the bifocal frames for nothing.
Yeah.
And that's one shop, I'm walking out.
Yeah. And you've changed your attitude in.
And the next time I walk in, they are going, we'll do it for you for nothing, Dale.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
different
the money.
vibe.
And that to me was a gift.
Yeah, it is.
And how I'm treated out there in the world is a gift.
Yeah.
So that was this week's gift. But there's been, I'll get a few more, but you can talk.
So I guess for me, the gifts I've had is that I've had friends open up their houses to me for months on end, and I have appreciated it, but I've felt guilty about it. I felt like I was a massive loser because I didn't have a home. I felt like I was in the way. Just all these feelings of like, the story running around your head that you're homeless because you're hearing on the news, the demographic of over 55s homeless. And I thought, Jesus, I'm one of those, it's just, how does this happen?
I heard that news report.
Yeah, it's just terrible. And I think my heart went out to all these other women out there, and I thought, that's just the wrong, you know, like, what's going on? So anyway, and then my friend gifted me a trip to Bali, because she was going there on business, and I just thought, oh my God, like, this is after I listened to the Kabbalah for the first time, and
That was a huge gift.
yeah, that was massive. So I've thought, well, I've done pretty well with the manifesting since then. But when I came back from there as well, I had to move again, and I was just in a, oh my God. And they were saying, I have to move in with my mother. And that to me was like, oh, you are the biggest loser out, because you're 57 and now you're having to encroach on your mother's space, you know. But I've been there a month now, and it's actually working out, you know. I've been a lot calmer about it, and, you know, it is what it is.
I had to move back into my mother's at 41.
Yeah,
40.
I know.
40.
It's just like, yeah, well, you're not 57, are you?
Well, but I still had to go
50,
back.
I keep saying
It's
57.
a
I'm
bad
58.
relationship, and then next thing you know, you're knocking on your mother's door at 3 a.m. going
Yeah.
moving in.
Yeah, I know. It's been
That's
hard.
what, yeah.
It's hard, yeah. And you just sort of think to yourself, it's time to change myself, at least, so that I can be in a position where I'm not worrying about this sort of stuff anymore. So I can feel at home in myself. In if somebody's going to offer me a place to stay, don't go, no, oh my God, I'm such a loser. It's more like, thank you. I'm being provided for. Thank you. And that's one good thing I have learned, is that it's a bit emotional, that I've got great friends and you're always looked after, you know. I can't wait till I can repay it, not because people need somewhere to live, but that we can actually, like, you know, get really down to it and have a lot of fun.
But you just met a cleaner of my father's, and you offered to do a healing of it.
Well, yeah.
You give back.
Yeah, but
You give
her
back.
partner's just died, and, you know, like...
Yeah, but you're already giving back. So you know, you say, I need to give back when I can. You are already giving back to people.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to get my head around that one. But anyway. But yeah, no.
Just sit in that one.
That's just been, I guess the biggest gift is knowing that you're looked after. You are. And as long as you can get your head around that and calm yourself, and like, I can have this emotion now, but I can move past it quickly. I'm not going to sit in it for days, you know. I've had a moment. I've still got a tear flicking over there.
I love tears.
But, you know, I've had a moment, and yeah, I'm having another moment. But
Just sit in it. Just sit in it.
yeah, but it's just like the amount of lovely people that are out there that you just think, wow, you know? Because really, at the end of the day, you know, life can take a turn, and you don't understand why or what lessons are going to come out of it. But at the end of the day, as long as you know you're okay, you can get through it, can't you? You can. So just got to really ground yourself, like, severely. You know, like 7 years ago, like, I, you know, broke up with my ex-husband, and you know, a year later I met someone, and then I got ghosted, and I just thought to myself, I've just been rejected again. And so I thought, I have to look at myself now. Like, I can't put myself out there again for more of this until I've sorted me out. So that was the lesson and the gift from those two people, you know, like two people who didn't act great, but, you know, like, neither did I guess, to be in that situation. But you're sort of like, reflecting on myself and going, you know, up, what goes down must come up. I've changed it around, but yeah, all those sorts of things. It's interesting, isn't it?
I'm back.
You're back.
How do I get through?
You have to figure out a way, mate. That's what life's like.
It is. That's pretty much the analogy of it all, isn't it? Like, really? Come on, pumpkin.
Sometimes you got to take a long way around. There you go. Made
Yeah,
it.
that's what I think. That's what Mummy and I've done is
Yeah.
taken the long way around. But at least we're actually here now. Like I
Yeah.
said, I can move past emotions pretty quickly, which has been a gift as well because
I cry on a drop of a hat, mate. Scream or cry or yell or
and
cry,
then you're
cry,
off.
cry.
Yeah, and then you're off. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a good thing. As long as there's no, as long as you're not directing it anyone in particular.
Well, now I know it's not really about anyone else. It's really joyful time for me with the Kabbalah to get. It's
Thanks,
about
Mummy.
me and the Creator. Me. I use angels a lot.
Yeah, me
Okay,
do.
because I've been talking to angels for a while.
Yeah.
And they're finding my car keys and phone a lot quicker these days. Like guys.
I never have trouble with parking spots, man. Never.
Oh, look, and that's where you start with a parking spot.
Mm.
I
I have no doubt I'm not going to get a car park out the front. No doubt.
Yeah.
And it happens.
And that's why, 'cause
So why can't we do it for money?
well, that's why we're sticking at this, because, if I can get better service at a shop,
Yeah, true.
if I can have a better Christmas, had Dad there for Christmas, and, you can't imagine this whole Christmas, and he said, get to bed early, and, 5-year-old. So got her into bed at 6:30, but of course it was like eyes wide open. She wasn't going to sleep. And I ended up getting up with her, and we looked for Santa Claus out the front, and we looked for Santa Claus out the back, and we had a really nice Christmas Eve together. It was just her and I.
Yeah.
We opened a little present, and just one present.
Yeah.
and it was a really bonding experience. It was
Yeah.
really like was Christmas to me.
Yeah.
Was that
Oh.
with my daughter, like that moment.
That was a gift.
The rest of Christmas Day with it, But that was Christmas.
Yeah.
That little moment with her, and she was so excited and
Yeah.
for Santa, and
That's beautiful.
it was a real gift.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a real gift. And Dad went to bed at 6:00 because he's got a bad heart and goes to bed early. And I was a bit like, oh, you're missing. But it was actually really nice because I got to have just one-on-one time with her.
Yeah.
Just to be us.
Mom,
That's right.
can I tell you something?
Of course.
Can you hop back there?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Because we're just,
Are you doing a video?
Is it still recording? The red thing going?
Yes.
Yeah?
Good
The
stuff.
red thing is going.
No, oh, we moved it. Okay. Hold on. Move back there. There we go. You can stay there. Yeah, that's it.
I can't see you. Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Okay. Okay, some other gifts. Let's do some other gifts. Because, the whole thing about religion is,
I'm just not game to say anything else. Guess I lose.
No.
I'd
You know,
lose it again.
I love a few tears. I love tears. It's like, what did you get? What were you getting? You got nothing in religion. Traditional religion.
No.
I can only talk about Christianity because...
I got a cup of tea and a biscuit
Yeah.
from the
And
scripture
got
thing.
bored as...
Oh, man, I think that's why I think
But it was always you couldn't do enough.
I was always tapping my toe or my fingers. I just was like this, going, oh, God, you're killing me.
And maybe, I always thought those American ones where the gospel singers.
Yeah,
and all,
yeah.
that would be really cool to go to one of them.
Only
churches.
because of the music,
Because
though.
of the music.
Not because of the message, it's the music.
Singing, and I would have liked that. But you had to work and work and work to be a really good person as seen in other people's eyes.
Yes, and then you became a pleaser.
Became a people pleaser.
Yeah,
Okay, and that's not what it's about.
no.
This is about your own self and your own self.
And you're
Your own-
yeah,
it's not about anybody else. It's
Yeah.
about you and the...
We've all got a job to do here, and that's to lift the vibration of the planet. Every one of us. We've got to, let's take it.
Don't know what happened there. Sorry, you got me going. Well, maybe this is why we're doing this then.
Yeah, because this just came out of the blue. We just thought we'd just sit down and chinwag for a little while, and it just went on and on and on, and we actually thought, hey, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, because we've both been trying all our lives
Yeah.
to
Well,
manifest. And,
well, you know what? another thing I've learned is like you don't have to try too hard. You actually just have to change your vibration, and that's where the grounding comes in. That's where the laughing and feeling good about yourself, and then finding out what your patterns are so you can change them. So if you're going out with someone and you pick the same person every time,
Every
why?
time. Tall, skinny, short, fat. Doesn't matter what
they're
you
the
look
same
like.
person.
You were the same on the inside.
Yes.
You know who you were. You know. You know if you dated me. And then there's the blokes I didn't give a run on to. Apologise.
Yeah.
I apologise to you because you didn't have the right to couldn't. Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I need a poo.
You want to go in there and do it? Or
and
we're
you
going
know what?
upstairs and do it?
That might just be a wrap.
I need to do it upstairs.
Uh,
Why don't you run up there and do it in Pop's toilet?
No.
Just go in there and do it.
she needs company, mate.
Oh, I've got to go with it every single time.
Yeah.
We're going to have to pause, people. We're going to have to pause.
Pause, it's a pleasure.
Pause, it's a pleasure. Pause, it's a pleasure.
Let me put it.